Hey everybody, what is up? Wavejump here, and if everything is going to plan, this should hopefully be up the week after I uploaded a video saying I was sick. Sorry that I was sick, and I still am frankly a bit sick, but I wanted to get hopefully 2 videos out this week to make up for the fact that there was no video last week. We'll see what happens though. I'm very busy with school and stuff, so I don't know if I'll have time. Anyways, I wanted to go ahead and create a YouTube tutorial episode 2, covering going ahead and uploading videos and, setting all that stuff up. I might also cover a little bit extra, such as setting channel descriptions, all that, but we'll see. Anyways, so the other thing I should mention is that when I go ahead and upload this video, I don't know if it'll actually even work because I'm actually re-uploading a video for my other channel about phenomena. So for all I know, it'll go ahead and copyright strike it or something, and then I have to figure out and deal with that. But anyways, point is I'll be covering uploading and all that, and that should be fine anyways. So what I'm going to go ahead and do here is, you'll notice I've logged into my YouTube channel here. We have our view channel button, and we're in our creator studio section. Remember, you could go ahead, if I remember correctly, click on your name and click creator studio, just like that. So next I'm going to go ahead and do is go ahead and upload a video. So if you see this little button right here that says upload, you're going to click that. And by the way, again, sorry for the low frame rate. It'll say select files to upload. Now I'm going to start this on private mode. And what I'm going to do is typically you just click on this button right here to go ahead and upload a video. But what I'm going to do is I already have the file on my other monitor here, so I'm just going to drag it over. You'll notice almost immediately it goes ahead and just uploads. So I'm going to rename this is Phenomena Server Trailer. Note, this was re-uploaded from my other channel, http:// right, youtube.com/Wavejump games. So as a quick refresher, this is the title right here, this is the description, and these are the tags. And what I'm also going to do is put a nice thank you to Shatter and Betenoir. Actually there's no capital N, I think. Of course, on Patreon, for supporting this, or for supporting the server. And the thing is also, this is a video from April, so it's obviously not very topical, but I needed something to upload and I don't have time to record a video to post on here. And you'll notice it's actually already finished uploading, and it'll say it'll be ready when it's done processing. Now it's done processing, we'll be able to do some more stuff with this, but for now we're gonna go ahead and add some tags. So tags are fairly important because you can go ahead and do a bunch of fancy stuff with them, and it'll go ahead and optimize your videos. Now, one of the things that you can go ahead and do is, if you're saying Google Chrome, you can go to the Chrome Web Store. And the Chrome Web Store has a couple of really great extensions that'll go ahead and improve your tag optimization. So the 2 I would recommend are probably vidIQ and Social Blade. And the reason that these are helpful, and yeah, you're just going to install the extensions, is that they'll go ahead and give you extra information when you're looking at a video fairly easily. So yeah, I'm gonna get Social Blade and also whatever the other one that I just said was, and those should hopefully install in Chrome in a minute, but obviously I don't see it yet. There we go, Social Blade's been added, and hopefully vidIQ. There we go. So notice the first thing though, now that this is all fully done, that I'm probably gonna want to do is add a thumbnail. So in order to upload a thumbnail, you're going to click on custom thumbnail and upload your thumbnail. Now, of course, you're going to see a bunch of random twisting or some sort of distortion on screen so that you can't actually see all my files, but I'm just going to upload a thumbnail that says Phenomena, and that'll go ahead here, and when I click save, appear on the video. There we go, just like that. Now next are tags. Now, because we just installed those extensions, what I might need to go ahead and do here is reopen the editing for this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on your video will be live to go ahead and let me select the actual video's location. What's interesting as well is I haven't seen any errors from YouTube saying that this was a re-uploaded video, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not, because I would personally think that YouTube should be flagging videos if people are trying to re-upload them. But here we go. Now if I click the little pencil tool there, you notice it went ahead and went over to this screen where I could go ahead and change a bunch more info about the video. So when I go to tags, it looks like vidIQ isn't showing up, so I'm going to do here is maybe, let's go ahead and I do have to create a VAQ account. So I'm actually gonna, let's see if we could do that in fact right now on video. I'm going to quickly hide the screen here. Actually, you know what? No, I'll assume that'll be blurred out when it's done. Server. I think that's the email for this. I'm not 100% sure there. Let me see. Actually, I don't know still. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead here and get this all set up. I'm just using the Phenomena email to go ahead and, of course, set up a quick vidIQ account. Social Blade will also be valuable to go ahead and do that with, but we're not going to do that right now. And here we go. So now you can go ahead and see we have a bunch more information all of a sudden that appeared right here. And again, sorry for the little extra time that it took there, but you know, trust me, vidIQ is very worth it to go ahead and get installed, because let's go ahead and optimize tags as I mentioned. First off, I want this, say for example, when people search for Phenomena server, I want it to pop up alongside my other channel. So I'm going to do is under tags, I'll type in Wavejump Games, and I already know for a fact that some of the other tags I put on my other channel are Wavejump, basically misspellings of Wavejump Games, Wavejump Games, Wavejump Games, Wavejump Games. So now there's a pretty high chance that when you search Wavejump Games, at least one of the videos will be this Phenomena trailer. And of course I go ahead and do more. So let's go ahead and do just Phenomena server. Let's do Minecraft. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna add this really quick here. Just get a quick apply link to the server. Let's see, and then you would add whatever other things you want. Now, one of the things vidIQ lets you do is look at other videos, and if you want to show up in their suggested, if you add the same tags, you're very likely to show up alongside their video, or at least much more likely. So you could go ahead if you were to want to and click plus on a bunch of these, but here's the thing where you need to be careful. You should only go ahead and add tags that are actually relevant. You shouldn't add things that are really irrelevant. It just kind of seems really not an ethical thing to do, and it might be against YouTube terms of service. Let's see, multiplayer, sure, that's a good tag, but for example, clickbait and no clickbait, I don't want to add either of those tags. I don't want to add minigame, it's not a minigame. I don't want to add app, it's not an app. Although I could add family friendly, no swearing, because those are surprisingly common tags that I see occasionally. Actually, there's one right there. And say that's all I want to add. So I'm just going to go save changes. Oh, and looks like actually it recommends making sure I have these. How to use, it recommends having how to use. And I think the reason that it would expect that is because that's one of my common tags on my videos, because obviously I'm teaching people about how to use things. But yeah, I'm just going to have those there. And I'm just going to click save changes. Right there. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on translations and make sure this is good. So if you wanted to go ahead and change the description into another language, you could go select language and select whatever the current language is, and then click translate into and select a new language. I'm not going to do that though. In under advanced settings, there are a bunch of things you're going to want to change here. So allow comments, I want on, show all except potentially inappropriate comments, and sort by top comments. Of course, I could say approved comments only, and I'll make it so that only if I manually say that comment is okay, it'll show up. Sort by top comments. You'll notice a lot of YouTubers that have like bots on their videos have lately been switching it to newest first, because essentially, if you have, say, a larger channel, you'll notice there are a lot of spam bots. I don't have this issue, luckily, but you'll see like, you know, there are even bots that'll go ahead and like the comments that they're at the top no matter what. So if you sort by newest, it'll make it so that whoever comes to your video will only see the newest comments, and essentially that those bots that use likes won't really work as much. Users can view ratings. This basically makes it so that thumbs ups and thumbs downs, or likes and dislikes, whatever you're gonna say, will show up or not. So if you disable this, likes won't show up, and you'll just see a thumbs up and a thumbs down button with no numbers next to them. License and rights ownership. So there's this. I actually was just looking at this, and standard YouTube license, as far as I know, basically means just a normal YouTube video. But Creative Commons attribution essentially basically tells people, hey, you could use this video for whatever you want, you know, if you're going ahead and wanting to make something with it. So that's what that is kind of. So if you want other people to be creating stuff out of your videos, that's fine. Now, I can't actually go ahead and enable monetized platforms here yet because, well, my channel hasn't been approved for monetization. By the way, that's a pretty recent change to YouTube. But anyways, monetized platforms essentially means that only on devices where ads could show would your videos show up. So for example, say you have an old smart TV, I don't know, that doesn't support ads, it won't show up on that TV. It'll only show up on devices that can show ads. I don't enable that because I want views from everywhere. Caption certification, you really don't ever need to mess with this unless you're doing stuff that aired on TV as far as I know. You might be able to hear I'm a bit sick still. Allow embedding, this basically means that on other websites you go ahead and see an embedded version of your video, meaning for example, say I was scrolling through a website, I would just see a little YouTube player inside of there. And embedding is typically fine. The real issue is re-uploading. So enable age restriction if you want only people who are 18 or over, at least who say they're 18 or over, to be able to watch your videos. You can go ahead and do that. Category, I set my default to gaming, and oops, not autos and vehicles, it's gaming, and I'm going to change my game title to Minecraft, and click on Minecraft there. Video location, I should probably blur that out, which you might see stuff blurred out right now, because I accidentally just pulled up a map showing where I am. So anyways, the video location lets you go ahead and select where it was filmed if you want other people to see that, but it's kind of weird. Yeah, unless you're like on vacation or something and you upload a video from your vacation, it'll be like, hey, I was here. I don't really see a huge point in that. Community contributions, you'll have to go ahead and allow viewers to contribute titles, subtitles, whatever. What that means is that if somebody watches your video and they go, oh, you know, it would be really great if this video was available in, say, I don't know, Chinese, right? Then what they can go ahead and do is they go ahead and translate it into Chinese, and then if you just go ahead and approve that, and what that means is that when people go to your video, under captions, they'll have the option then select Chinese, because somebody else already translated it. Long story short. Okay, recording date. Now this is uploaded on April 23rd, so I'm just going to select April 23rd. And something weird to think about, by the way. Sorry about that. Anyways, yeah, this video was originally recorded on April 23rd. I was just thinking it's kind of weird because the server has been running since around the end of April, I think. Which means that, let's see, the server's been running for what, like 6 months, which is pretty, or 5 to 6 months anyways, which is a pretty long time. Pretty interesting. Anyways, make video statistics on the watch page publicly visible. Let me show you what that means right here. So if I were to go to youtube.com/YouTubeGames, and I were to go ahead and choose a random video here. Sorry, it's taking a minute to load. But say, for example, my channel trailer, which I really need to record a new channel trailer, because this channel trailer is really awful and not representative of my actual channel. As I said, or as you may have seen, it's from 10 months ago. By the way, sorry, this video is basically in 10 frames per second. That's just computer limitations. I can't do much about that. There's ads. Okay. Anyways. Go away, ad. Is it gone yet?
Hey guys, what's up, Wavejump here, and welcome back to another video. And
What is
today's
going on?
my
You know, I'm
channel
just gonna
trailer.
mute this tab. Okay. Anyways, basically there's this thing called watch statistics, and you can go and see a bunch of information about videos oftentimes. Now, I don't actually know where the button is now, but there is a way to go ahead and view watch statistics on a video. Now, as to whether or not this will block things like Social Blade from tracking your video statistics, I'm not sure. By the way, I'll cover Social Blade probably in another video, but we'll see. Now, if you have a sponsorship, you want to click this checkbox here because it goes ahead and it protects you further from violating laws saying that you have to disclose sponsorships. Again, I don't think I'm big enough to have a sponsorship, so yeah. Anyways, moving on here. Enhancements in audio. Those go ahead and let you add videos onto stuff, and audio lets you go ahead and add audio onto stuff, and then enhancements lets you go ahead and change the video a little bit. Say, for example, I were to want to fix this part here. This part says weather voting, right? And this part didn't make it into the full video. It ended up just being a failure. that didn't quite work. So say I wanted to blur that out, right? What I could do is I could enable custom blurring and just use this basic editor. By the way, yeah, there isn't a huge amount you can do with this, but what you can be incredibly helpful. I'm gonna mute this as well. Let's find it again. Weather voting, there we go. And in just a second here, after this update plugins thing goes away, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this corner of the video. And now, what YouTube will automatically do is blur out this area. So, if I go ahead and just make this slightly larger here. Actually, you know what I could do is I could just blur out the entire bottom of the screen temporarily. What this should go ahead and do is allow me to have YouTube automatically blur the text out. And of course, this may cause a bit of lag, and I wouldn't recommend typically doing it in post. Whoa, that's weird. Okay, I need to fix that. Anyways, the point is you can go ahead and blur things out and add quick filters or change lighting and all that in YouTube. Again, I'd still recommend using an actual video editor rather than trying to use YouTube stuff, especially because you can't like do cuts and stuff anymore. YouTube used to have a decent video editor, but it's gone now. You can go ahead and add music to your videos using the audio section here. I'm not going to do that though because there's already music on this video. End screen annotations. This is probably one of the features I appreciate the most about YouTube now, because what that means is that at the end of a video you'll often see a couple of buttons, and you'll see that at the end of this video if you stay till the end. What those go ahead and let you do is go ahead and interact with the video. They'll have a bunch of extra information. For example, I often have a link to my Patreon. So if I were to go ahead here, I could click add element once I'm in the end screen section. Let's say a video or playlist, and I'm going to have it automatically choose the best video for the viewer based on this channel. The only issue is I don't have any other videos for this one. So I can't actually really show much except for the most. I can't even do the most recent upload because this is the most recent upload. Alright, well we won't do that one. I'll add a subscribe button though, and you notice I can just drag this around here. And I'm going to put it in the center. I'm going to click channel, promote another channel. I'm going to type in Wavejump Games. Check out my other channel. Right? And then when I go ahead and click create element here, you'll notice there are two little circles, Predominant Server and Wavejump Games, and I'm going to go ahead and have these both be somewhat centered. You notice I can just drag them around here. And I can't, now typically I'd add a link, for example Patreon, but I can't do that because, again, with the more recent YouTube changes that people aren't super happy about, is that you can't link to websites and end cards until you get to be part of their YouTube Partners program, which lets you monetize your videos. But anyways, I could also go ahead and do is change when these appear by dragging these arrows along the timeline. So what I'm going to want to do here, ideally, right, is I'm going to want these to appear, but I want them to also disappear before this end card thing appears. So I'm just going to do here is, you know, I can't have them appear or disappear exactly by the time I need them to. I can have them disappear about by when I need them to. So if I press play here, you may or may not be able to see this. If you want to see how it actually looks, you go to the full video. The link will probably be in the description below. If not, just search on YouTube Phenomena Server trailer. And let's see, cards. Oh yeah, the other thing I should mention, at least one element must be a viewer playlist. Well, actually, I can't do anything here then apparently because I don't have any other videos or playlists uploaded, so that's really pointless. Cards have been something that have been in YouTube for, I'd say, probably over a year now, and they're kind of nice because they let you go ahead and add other things. The thing is, people don't typically interact with cards, but you can go ahead and add certain things. For example, I wanted a poll, so example poll. Or actually, let's do something that actually is topical to the video. Do you like the server? And then let's have the choices be yes and probably. If I go ahead and create the card here, it'll appear automatically at the beginning of the video. Let's have it appear at around halfway. And now when people are watching the video, you'll just see this thing that pops up. And you just go ahead and click to answer the poll. And this also appears on mobile. And I could say, for example, add another thing again to promote my other channel. Let's do it again, Wavejump Games. Check out my other channel. Like so. And if I go ahead and just drag this somewhere around here, not in the exact same spot as my poll. You notice you'll just be watching the video, and then the top right, eventually, you'll just go ahead and see here. Check out my other channel. Sorry that music was a bit loud. And of course you could add other stuff. You could actually feature a non-profit, just for the fun of it. Say for example, you were trying to go ahead and feature, I don't know, the ACLU or something, right? You just type it in, and select it and click create card. But I'm not going to do that right now because I don't really know which organization to choose. And community contributions, if you wanted to manually add subtitles, you could do that here, but I don't actually do that because it's a lot of extra work. Anyways, next thing I'm going to go ahead and do here is I'm going to go ahead and make this public. And actually I'm not going to make it public immediately, I'm going to make it scheduled to be public. So I'm going to select this, going to select scheduled now, and I'm going to have it go live on Wednesday, actually no, I'm going to have it go live on, you know, we'll do Wednesday, but it'll go live at no, actually I can't do that. I want it to be live by the time I set up the description for this video. So, let's see, it is currently 3:58, so I'll have it upload at 4, which is in 2 minutes. And what that means is that automatically at 4 o'clock this will go public. And of course, if you had any subscribers, which I'm pretty sure this channel has 0 subscribers, it would go ahead and automatically work. And actually I think we'll go ahead and watch this video go public in just a minute, but what I want to go ahead and show you is one more thing, which is Social Blade. I mentioned Social Blade a little bit ago, and you may or may not have heard of it. What it lets you do is it lets you see a bunch of interesting data about your channel. Now I'm actually not going to type in phenomena because the channel doesn't even have enough, I think, subscribers or views or whatever to actually even go ahead and appear under Social Blade. But if I go to Social Blade's website, you notice I could see a bunch of information about my channel. You can see I have 771 subscribers, 149 uploads, 78,910 video views, which, by the way, never trust the video views number because that's always off, from what I found, because YouTube's analytics section will show a number, but then when you click on it, it shows you a different number, and same for mobile, and same for... Anyways, I don't trust any of the view numbers. It's always a bit off. Typically, it's actually more than it shows up as. It'll show you subscriber rank. So for example, there are 2,443,810 people with more subscribers than me. Or at least channels with more subscribers than me. That's my video view rank. That's, you know, in terms of views, there are 5 million people basically with more views than me. My Social Blade rank overall, so out of other people who have Social Blade, what my overall rank is. For your grade, by the way, I don't really understand exactly how to calculate it, but I'm assuming it's based on your views and subscribers and efficiency or something, but we'll go ahead and estimate monthly and yearly earnings. The thing you should also take note of is even with something like yearly earnings, it's highly likely they'll be less than what it actually shows up as. And I did not mean to click on that. And you notice I could scroll down here, I could see a breakdown. So for example, on Sunday, I got 2 subscribers and got up to 747. On Sunday, today, I got 3 subscribers and got up to 771. Now actually, the other thing is that number is oftentimes a little bit off. Let's take a look as to what it is. Now, it might be correct. And yeah, it's off. I have 772 subscribers, so thank you very much for that. I'll probably be more by the time this video comes out. Total views per month and total subs per month. This one's really interesting to me because you go ahead and see some months, for some reason, always do better than others, and it goes up and down and fluctuates. It's really weird, and I don't know exactly why. You go ahead and see future projections. Now, this is one of my favorite things to do, and actually my video just went public theoretically, so if I reload the page here, on the right, it'll go ahead and show up as public now, which you could see with that globe icon. Anyways, yeah, you could see time until when it predicts I have this stuff. What I found is, at least with my channel, I've been way ahead of the predictions most of the time, because the predictions aren't super accurate, at least for me, but they might be accurate for you. What I recommend doing is taking a screenshot of the predictions, and then when you hit another one of those times, to come back to the predictions and see what how accurate it is. And you could see a bunch of really interesting information. For example, it predicts that I will have 1,000 subscribers in 6 months from now. When I did my own calculations, it looks like I'll hit it by the end of January, which is like 4 months instead of 6 months. But this could be right. Who knows? Maybe it's all of a sudden changed and it's doing a lot better. And of course, what you could also go ahead and do is create your own Social Blade account, and you could apply for a partnership from Social Blade. Although, as far as I remember, this is something you could only really get if you have a decent number of subscriber or views. I can't remember exactly, but the network I do recommend joining, which I may have mentioned before, is freedom.tm. If you want to go ahead and join it, do /via/wavejump when you go to sign up, and I benefit a little bit from that. Of course, you get your own link as well if you do that, and it's pretty cool. So anyways, I think I'm gonna end with this video because it is getting a bit long and I have to edit this. So once again, I hope you have enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Bye.